Yeah, get up on that microphone. Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
No, like on,
like
yeah,
on.
on the mic.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Mikala. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
What you cooking in there?
Some chicken and rice.
That's it. It sounds kind of boring. I mean, aren't you? Surely your boyfriend asked you to do something more complicated than that, right?
Nope. Just simple chicken and rice.
No, he didn't because he's on a diet.
Tone.
Say tone.
Some tones.
Some tones. Yeah, that's what we're going to be cooking.
Let's get a clean take of that so we can use it as a soundbite.
Hey, Mikala, while you're in there cooking up some chicken and rice, what should we cook up?
Some tones.
There you go.
Only took 2 takes. 2 take Mikala.
The old 2-take Mikala. That's what I always called her.
Nice. I'm going to put this on Do Not Disturb Me.
Hey, Mikala. Thanks.
I just, side note, I just learned what a really good troll is on Instagram, is you put up a video of a guitar pedal that has no sound, and it really messes with people's minds, and they say stuff like, took me about 5 minutes to realize there's no sound to this.
That's
Sorry, guys. That was not my intention. That's accidental troll.
Also, if you just press if you press the button on Instagram that makes sound come out, if there's not sound, it'll tell you straight up, hey, there's not sound here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Welcome to Rotator Podcast.
I'm Chance.
I'm Kogan.
And this is Rotator, the pedal party.
And we're, oh my gosh, my identity's been stolen. Today we have a pedal on loan from a good buddy of ours. What's that buddy's name, Kogan?
Oh, Cody Pruitt.
Cody Pruitt, the man to do it.
Yeah.
If you don't like his idea, don't poo-poo it.
He's a long-haired beauty. He's a
regular Jesus cosplayer.
Has a beautiful voice and some beautiful fingers. Play that guitar.
Great tones.
I think he was telling me he actually just got a vintage Super Reverb. We should probably try and snag that from him for an episode. But he let us borrow a bunch of stuff, and in that stuff, we found a tiny blue box.
A tiny little blue box made by none other than MXR.
And it is called
the Blue Box.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it when, sometimes I like nice, fun names, like when Walrus Audio names a chorus pedal the Julia.
Mm-hmm. That's fun.
But sometimes I like it when MXR makes a little blue box and they call it the Blue Box.
I love it, but nothing about the controls. So there's 2 knobs.
One is blue and one is box.
Output and blend. And the name is Blue Box, and it's a blue box. But I'm going to be honest with you. If I was just staring at this with
you'd have no idea.
Without the wealth of knowledge that I have about guitar pedals, I would have no idea what this thing did.
This thing would be a mystery with us sans Google.
There's a great way to find out what any pedal does, though.
Turn it all the way up.
Turn it all the way up. That's my go-to.
Yeah.
So we've got the Vox AC30 mic'd up.
Back in its original
spec. Form.
Mm-hmm.
I think last time we used it, it had a blue and a green, a Celestion Alnico blue and a Celestion greenback in it, and it now has the 2 original Celestion blues in it.
Blue dabba dee dabba die.
Amen, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Preach it.
1 Corinthians.
So I've got my trusty 61 Reissue SG.
I have my 95 Strat, and we are on opposite ends of the beauty spectrum right here.
We are. I think we've got probably every tone we could need, except a really compressed Telecaster.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, we got this thing. It is an octave fuzz from what we can gather.
Yes.
And, I'm a fan of MXR products just in the fact that they tend to make a very solid, well-built. You could probably throw it down a mine shaft and pull it back out.
And it would work.
Pedal. Straightforward design. Affordable.
Absolutely.
and pretty good quality. So to pair this pedal today, just to give it some more depth, we're going with, Kogan?
The Strymon Dig.
Yeah.
Digital delay.
Big fan of this thing lately.
You can't beat it. I like it. It's digital. It reproduces your sound at a different time than when you played it. And that is a delay pedal.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's put all the knobs at noon here. Why don't you give us some of that clean tone on the Stratocaster? Let me make
Getting
sure
just
we're
a
not...
little bit of hair.
Ooh, that doesn't sound too bad.
Is that excessive hair?
There we go.
Sounds good, man.
Wow. That does sound good. 2 blues. So, there's the Strat with the 30. Everything's at noon on the Blue Box. Take off.
Am I in outer space?
So,
Wait, because I feel like... I feel like that's what a jet plane taking off would probably sound like.
yeah, I think so. So, I think we're going to have to boost the output here.
Yeah, noon's definitely below Unity.
Let's put the output at 3 o'clock here and see what happens. We're going to leave the blend knob at noon.
I get the feeling right off the bat this might not be a polyphonic octave. It might be sort of a la the old school, because when I play a chord, that's the sound of a pitch shifting pedal getting confused.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably not going to track well with the octave stuff. So,
yeah,
in that case, maybe we should just start with the fuzz. I'm going to turn the blend knob all the way up or to the right, and this should be just fuzz signal and the original, no octaves.
Okay. So it's
that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's absolutely gated. It's very, very gated.
Very gated, and there's no tone controls on this unless there's something on the inside. I have not opened it to see. Man, I should have researched it.
We can do a quick Google, because I had a carbon copy for like 3 years. And then opened it up one day randomly, and there were 2 trim pots in it, and I was like, "What? These are." I've always wished that I could control the depth, and there's a depth knob. It's just on the inside.
And I had a MXR custom comp, which I loved, one of my favorite compressors that I've ever owned. But it had an attack and ratio
on the inside?
Switches on the inside, yeah.
Yeah, because those are useful when you're trying to dial in that compression, man.
Yes, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Let's see. What should I Google? MXR Blue
Box
controls.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. The MXR Blue Box octave fuzz. Oh wow, Dunlop, nice. They have a great mobile website. Interesting. The new ones look sparkly. Kind of.
Yeah,
so
this
must be an older one. It's not a script Blue Box. I've seen those, and those are going for hundreds of dollars on Reverb. So let's see, product manual. Oh, you can pick one of these new up for $79.95.
Wow, incredibly reasonable.
Ooh, and they have presets here. This would be fun. We have never...
oh my gosh, we've never gone with the factory preset sounds.
Dude, I know. It's genius.
Crazy.
I can't believe we've never done this. Okay, so there are 0 internal controls, but they have sample settings. They have 3 sample settings.
Wait, just for reference, before we do the sample settings, I had... There's some digi noise
A little bit of
there.
digi noise.
Just for comparison, same thing from the
On
SG.
It sounds a little different.
It sounds a little different.
Not much, though.
Not as different as I would expect. Switch. Weird how I forgot my own chords. Is the Strat louder?
It might be.
Here, big E chord from... So I don't know if it's louder. It might just be that the treble is
Cutting more.
cutting.
Yeah, because let's see. Here's the clean signal from the SG.
So the SG is
A little bit darker.
a little darker, but it's truly louder.
Yeah.
And then I just think that in the blue box,
the treble's cutting.
it's just that the treble's getting through. Okay, so yeah.
So you
I
want
was
to
like, whoa.
you want to go through these sample settings here, and I'll set them up as you play.
Sure.
So we're really close to one sample setting. This setting is called 7th Army Fat Fuzz, and the setting is okay. Now hold on. It looks like they're both dimed.
Wait a minute.
It looks like they're both dimed, but the blend knob looks like it's slightly less dimed.
Yeah, that's a little bit
than
less.
the output knob. So here's what we're gonna do. I've turned them both knobs, output, blend, all the way up, and I'm turning the blend knob down just a little bit. This will roll in some of the octave, and let's see what we get here. Not a lot of octave happening yet.
Let's hit it on the Strat because I have a feeling. Just a
Going to cut
feeling
more with the.
that what was this setting called?
7th Army Fat Fuzz.
See, I feel like I don't know the lick. Why would I?
That sounds pretty good.
Sounds good. It's still,
It reminds me of it.
yeah, it's still pretty, I don't know, it's pretty rough on the chords. I mean, it's just even with just a tiny bit of that
sounds very
octave blend
constricted.
coming in, it's getting confused. I mean, it's just like I can't do more notes than one at a time.
So the next setting on the sample settings from the MXR or the JimDunlop.com is called Droolin' in the Rain. And
I don't get that reference if there is one.
It turns the blend knob to about 2 o'clock and the output knob at dimes.
Still at all the way.
I'll give you a hint. So all these settings, one thing is the same in all of these settings. And I'll give you a hint.
It's that the output is all the way up.
It's not the blend knob.
Yeah.
So they knew this pedal was kind of quiet, I think.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to just leave the output all the way up, I'm assuming, so you use this. Okay, so this is Droolin' in the Rain. Here we go. Rolling some octave in.
Ooh. wow, that's thing
interesting. Huh.
I heard the glitch. See, so here's what's weird. So the gate, I forget the term, opens or closes or whatever, way up in there, like way high.
Yeah, it doesn't take much.
It does not take much for that thing to shut you out. I mean, imagine, you're going to have to help me out here, but Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers.
Okay.
The battle, I forget what it's called. The battle that's
Helm's
inside
Deep.
of the yes, thank you. The Battle of Helm's Deep. That's about how tightly this gate shuts on the Blue Box.
Oh boy!
I mean, because I'm just up on the B string, bending that D up to an E. That right there.
And it's like,
I can't
nope.
even. I can't get any kind of sustain whatsoever. You almost have to beat this thing in the face for it to even care that you're there.
And, it reminds me of, there are just certain people in this world that no matter what you do, you can only get so much out of them.
Retweet. Preach.
And that is what this pedal is like.
And that's this pedal.
I'm imagining this is not a pedal that you kick on and you're like, okay, cool. This is the sound I'm looking for. This is the pedal you kick on when it's like, it's time to shred, to throw some people, I don't know.
To throw the dogs in the crowd a bone.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
So just to be specific, I feel like we're getting dying battery tones.
It's plugged in.
This thing is plugged in, constant 9 volts.
That's kind of amazing.
It's interesting.
Let's hit this last setting, and then maybe let's play with some delay. This setting is called...
But did we want to hear the last setting on the SG, or just go on?
Yeah, let's just go on right now.
All right, that's fine.
We'll test this one out. This one's called D-Funk Mag Light. And it's output dimed, and the blend knob at 11 o'clock.
I've never seen...
I would love to be the guy who comes up with names for presets. What a fun job.
And all of them are at output on 100.
Yes. You only got 2 knobs, so there's only so much you can do. So here's the Strat. It just can't make up its mind.
No, you can totally hear it going, which is the dominant note that I'm supposed to be transposing.
That sounds exactly like how my mind feels when I'm staring down the aisle and I'm just looking for cheeses.
Oh, man.
I just can't
Rockford,
make up my mind. I'm like, I want them all.
A sharp cheddar, a Rockford blue cheese.
Mm-hmm. Some Havarti.
What am I going to be pairing it with?
Yeah.
There's so many... in my mind, just like, I can't decide.
And that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Maybe let's hear some single note stuff.
I feel like even with a single note, it has to be picking up... I mean, so...
on the bends, it's doing some weird tracking
Forget about
stuff.
bending. And I'm not even bending, just light vibrato. I mean, if this thing even gets slightly... It's like it takes a minute for it to realize what note it's on.
Yeah.
I hear it. Boop, boop, boop.
Oh, there it goes.
Delay.
A little bit of delay for you.
can totally hear it just pop up.
That's wild.
Let's see if it. I mean, maybe it's some kind of impedance thing.
Yeah,
Let's just see if the SG.
Oh, got my volume down.
Oh man. Same thing.
Yeah, you kind of have to, whatever note you want it to pick up if you're bending. Like if I start the bend.
Yeah.
It picks it up, but it doesn't. Well, I don't know. No, that was strange.
It's
like
that's the
stepping.
thing. It's totally, it's inconsistent.
Yeah.
I just don't know anymore.
Huh. That's interesting. So I'm going to say I think I like it with less octave in it. So here's output dimed and the blend knob at, 3 o'clock with some delay on it. Feels like it's a little more distinguishable between the notes. Like, you know, if you're playing shoegaze, man, leave this blend knob at noon. But I think you could get some cool tones on a lead tone if you just dime the output and leave the blend like at 3 o'clock, or dime like anywhere where it's just a little bit of octave, so you're not getting all the weird tracking stuff.
Really, just like make it think as little as possible.
Yeah,
it's as if like this thing is a computer with such little RAM that it's just going to crash. Mm-hmm. Like you can't open up too many windows. You know, Let's try pulling the blend knob way down because we haven't done that yet.
Ooh, let's do it. So here's the blend knob off.
Yeah,
and the output dimed. Or well, let's go back to output at 3 o'clock.
Just for the record, I was playing one note that whole time.
I think if you go up higher. Go up really high.
I feel like I'm playing my guitar through an Atari.
I think this is the birth of a new genre.
So what's weird... Sorry, what?
guitar-y.
Guitar. Oh my gosh, guitar-y. No, so it'll subtly pick on these weird harmonics and then boost those. So I'm playing one note, right? And it just picks up on all this weird stuff. So
it almost sounds like when you were just playing one note and it was all over the place, it's like getting really close to like dial-up internet.
Yeah.
Or dial-up modem territory.
Yeah. It sounds so incredibly lo-fi.
The floor is shaking from the amp. Did you feel that when you were playing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that 30 is like, oh my God.
So Kogan just did a sweep of the blend knob from all the way off to all the way on. And from my ear, based on where I was and what I was hearing and feeling as I was playing, and it was chords, and we know that the chords versus single notes, they respond pretty differently. But, sorry, I hit my mic and it flopped around because it's kind of a ghetto setup right now. But I noticed that from about off until 3 o'clock, it sounded
dissonant, to say the least.
Dissonant. It sounded so close to the same sound that, at least for me in my ears, and especially when I'm the only person playing, indistinguishable.
Yeah, it was just noise.
It's just noise. And so you slap that into a full band setting, I don't even know how this would fit in. I mean, I don't know where, when, how.
Yeah, I mean, I think in like really, unless you're just going for wall of sound, shoegaze type music, or using this in a like solo guitar solo capacity, I think this is very, 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 very specific sound.
Limited circumstances.
Yeah, this is not something that I would just have on my board in case I needed this octave sound. But if I needed this sound that, is like... Like if I need that sound, dude, that sounds great.
Yeah.
But it is very specific.
It's so interesting because on a single note, you can hear the pedal trying to figure out which octave it's going to play. Yeah. So when you play one note, it might go B-O, and I'm embarrassed I did that with my mouth. But
can we sample that?
B-O,
B-O,
B-O. It's gonna do that, and totally glitchy, but. If you're interested in making music that's not just out of the box, ready to consume in kind of a bite-sized piece, if you want to cook up a meal, this thing's got some options.
Yeah, I think so. I think if this is the sound you're looking for, then absolutely go out and get you one for, I don't even, like $50 or seriously. $80 or whatever they are.
Why don't we...
but don't expect this thing to sound to give you options.
Yeah. And here's the thing. MXR did not call this the octave fuzz. They called it the Blue Box.
Because it makes the sound of
The Blue Box.
a blue box.
So we're going to grab a bass and be right back.
Ooh, yeah. And we're back.
And we're back with the bass.
Ooh. What kind of instrument is that?
This is a 20 something.
What's the serial, I could tell you.
Oh, it's a 2015.
Nice.
All these episodes of this podcast where we've played it, I'm like, it's a 2010s. I don't know. I never just looked at it.
Yep. US.
It's a 2015.
15.
It's a US 1.5 jazz bass.
And it is beautiful. Is that pearl white? What is that?
Yeah, it's like a antique kind of white with tortoiseshell pickguard jazz bass, and just, man, it just is what it should be.
Cooking through that AC30. How about some Blue Box blues? You want to just hear the fuzz first?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to put the output at 3 o'clock and the blend dimed, which is no sub-octave. Shall we add some sub-octave?
Let's get weird.
Let's just put it at noon. Blend at noon, output at 3. This is what you're playing. I've turned the blend all the way off. Man. Well, I think it is more usable on guitar. The sub-octave is a lot on the bass. Dude, that amp back there is just screaming.
Yeah, he's back there like, I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah, no kidding. It's like, help me, please. I mean, do you want to hear some of the preset settings? What are you in the mood for? So we had the blend sound all the way with just the sub octave. That's what that sounds like. Here's just the fuzz. And then here's with the blend at about 3 o'clock and the output at 3 o'clock.
Captain, there's an intruder on board the ship.
Oh my god!
Alert the princess.
That is the best alarm sound I've ever heard out of a bass. Let that beat drop. Give me the alarm.
I feel like we were about to make some Skrillex style dubstep.
Okay.
Maybe not.
We got close. So I think I'm ready to give my final thought if you're prepared for yours.
Yeah.
I love it, but I don't need it. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's my it is a really cool sound that there are other pedals that can do this as well. But I don't need this sound really.
I feel like
But if you hear this and you're like, dude, that's it. That's the one thing I've been looking for this this Black Keys track I've been trying to make. This is the sound.
Yeah, I just feel like it is what it is.
Amen, brother.
And if it ain't what you want, don't buy it.
If it ain't what you want, then it is what it is. But if it is what it is, then it ain't what it ain't.
Yeah, because if you think you're going to buy it and get something it's not, here's the thing. Wrong.
You're not going to get it.
No.
The only sound you're going to get out of this is the Blue Box.
The only sound you're going to get out of this is the only sound you're going to get out of it.
Amen. Well, I feel good about that, actually. This is a cool pedal.
Yes, cool.
Cool. But it is not a.
It does not.
It's not a Swiss Army knife.
It does not cast a wide net.
No. But next time I need this sound, I know where to go for.
Yep.
I'm Kogan.
I'm Chance.
And this is a Rotator.
The pedal party. See ya.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Yak yak yak.